What a great way to start the podcast with that sound.
Yeah.
Flite Test.
As always, Lee is happy with the buttons.
I am
Yes.
happy.
How are you
I'm
guys?
happy because it's just been an awesome day.
It's been an awesome week.
It's been an awesome week.
Really awesome week. We are surrounded, by the way, for all those who can't see,
Yes.
with a massive amount of variety of Flurkins.
Flurkins of all sizes.
and shapes.
Yeah, so if there's ever an incentive to tune in, you'll get a teaser of a whole new version of Flurkin.
Oh yeah, no, it's the big one here is.
Yeah, we should just. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have just jumped right into it.
No, you're fine. No,
It's
you're
kind
fine.
of hard because it's like 6 inches from us.
Yeah, no, you can do whatever you want, like we say.
It's
You're the
staring
boss.
me down right now. Like
You're the boss. You do it.
Well, no. Everybody, what I like is, have you noticed every time we come to the podcast, when we start talking about ideas, all the great things that happen.
Oh yeah.
It's just magical.
Well, great things that happen, and then some really headache things that happen when we pull the trigger on different planes when we're really not ready to.
Yeah.
But we have a gracious community that
Yeah.
loves what we're doing.
Well,
Yes.
thank you, Jeff.
Hey,
Yeah,
Jeff.
hey, thanks, Jeff.
Jeffy
Nice to
Poo.
see you, brother. Hopefully, get to see you at
buddy.
Windsor Edgewater.
Yes.
Yeah, which is coming up in a couple weeks.
Yes, we are. What,
you
Less than 2 weeks.
less than 2 weeks away.
Yeah.
Steven says Flurkarama.
Hey, go ahead and take a Dan Creevy. Nope, go down. Don't show it. Just block him. Delete and block. Yeah, we don't talk like that. There's no need for that.
Correct.
Oh,
All
Go
right.
ahead and delete his. No, go down.
It did. It went away.
No, it's not. It's right there. He blocked him, but you need to delete that
I
comment.
got it.
there you
Come
go.
on.
Yeah,
Give me some.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I
just
gotta be able to click.
family
I gotta
friendly
make
friends.
friends.
it is. It's family friendly. We don't want that kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
Hey,
So-
Jeff will be there Friday.
Oh, fantastic!
Oh yes,
Woohoo.
this is gonna be awesome. Hello from Iraq.
Wow,
Wow, yeah, that's
That's
awesome.
a long way away.
It is.
beautiful.
But yeah, so you were talking about jumping right into everything. We've got a lot going on and great ideas and
Tremendous amount going on. Matter
Yeah.
of fact, our good friend David is out of Pilot Institute right now.
mhm.
You're going to see a little bit of a shift temporarily in the content because right now the B-17 is in the process of getting ready to be painted.
Mhm.
In order to make it ready to be painted, we have to have a paint room. In order to have a
Yeah.
paint room, we need David. So
Yes.
Yes.
we you're going to see some content where we put a beautiful paint room in the Pilot Institute and
Mhm.
got the compressor in there, and we'll be painting that B-17 within a week,
Nice.
which is going to be
It's gonna be
wonderful.
sick
Feel-
with it.
Feels exciting. If anyone looked back at the early days, do you remember? Actually, it was back when the first time around. Remember all the paint under my fingernails?
Oh yeah.
It was pretty rough. So it's going to be fun to get that chapter back.
Yeah.
And start being able to paint planes again and have a beautiful place to do it. So
Oh, that's going to be fantastic. And so if there's going to be a little bit of shift in the content, like there's still going to be like flying and all
Oh
this
my
good
gosh,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah,
we got a
it's-
lot of cool stuff going on.
people have been seeing obviously the progression of the B-17.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we need to get that next chapter. In order to do that, we need to take a break so we can build and stuff. And what better opportunity to build something that's going to be a Flite Fest?
Yeah.
And that's the Monster Flurkin. And
What are we calling it?
Well, I think we need to let the community figure that one
Yeah,
out.
because they got last week was
Millennium Flurkin.
that's for this one right here though, right?
Yes, that's for the
For
racing.
the racing
super
Flurkin.
fast one.
Stephen Rosemo says he
When-
meant to put Flurk Fest, but when is Flurk Fest?
Oh yeah, Flurkin Fest. It's also known as Flite Fest. It's coming
Yes.
up in what's today, the 19th.
Mhm.
So we've got just over a month.
Just over a month.
Yeah, the
23rd
23rd to the 26th
26, yes,
Yeah.
of June.
of June.
And then you got Jeremiah McKinley, percentage on the size back here.
Mm.
This
So-
crazy beast.
Great question. This is 225%
Wow.
of the classic Big Flurkin. So
Which is that one.
Yeah, and in this picture does not do it justice. I mean,
it's huge.
yeah, I can put my hand on it. I can't even
This-
span it.
I'm holding up the Millennium Flurkin. I think that may be the name of it.
Mhm.
Putting it on top, and that is not the Nano. It is that big.
Oh yeah.
What a fun build! 24 sheets of 20 by 30 foam is what it took to
Oh,
make that
wow.
one. So and it's gone together quickly. But what we wanted to do was not have everyone's seen a big Flurkin, small Flurkin, race Flurkin, piano Flurkin.
Sounds like a song.
Yeah, this is that ATF Flurkin I was telling people about, the
Yeah.
booming Flurkin.
Yeah.
And so instead of being a I guess a wingless tail or tailless plane, that's it. Basically a flying wing. Instead of being that, it's going to be a conventional aircraft. So we have 2 booms coming out the back. We have swept-back tails, and then we have an elevator. So and twin engine instead of pusher.
Yes.
So a lot of really exciting things we're going to get to try out. And if this works, we'll be able to then shrink it down. So we kind of like designed it, blew it up. We'll refine it, shrink it down, and then boom.
What size motors will this mega Flurkin run on?
So the mega Flurkin, we're going to start with 2814s. So our XL
wow,
motors,
yeah.
those can handle 4-cell, and we'll either do 11-inch or 10-inch props. It really should be on a 4-cell, a 10-inch prop, but I think we can squeak by with the 40 amp and the 11. So
Nice.
we're gonna probably do that.
Sweet.
And weight wise, right now we're up to about 10 pounds. So it's heavy, but it's not too heavy.
Yeah.
That weighs 10 pounds?
Mhm.
Oh, wow.
That's our guess. It may actually be a little bit lighter, a little bit heavier.
Yeah.
It's in approximatry.
Approximation.
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 That's awesome.
Flurkin Maximus.
Maximus,
Then
yes.
you got the Franken Flurkin from our friend Johan.
Hey,
Johan.
Johan. I hope things
What's
are
up,
going
buddy?
well over there in South Africa.
Yes.
We have not forgotten about you, by the way.
monster Flurkin named the Flurkinator.
The Flurkinator.
There you go.
I like the Maximus.
Flurkin Maximus. We got Hardik Patel. He said we need a Flight Fest South at Triple Tree Aerodrome.
Oh, I know Hardik. How you doing, brother? I believe Hardik is a good friend of Crash,
Oh,
if I'm not mistaken. Hardik
Crash.
responded. I think that's who I remember you through, and you've been to Flight
Crash.
Fest, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
Let
that's
me know.
awesome.
We've
if
been
I'm
to
crazy or not.
the Triple Tree
We have.
Aerodrome.
Yeah. Well,
that's where they do Joe Knoll, right?
Yeah.
it is. They just finished up Joe Nolan. It looked like a really amazing event.
It was,
there.
from what I seen, it was exploding.
There was a
Explosive.
big explosive crash.
There was a
so-
big explosive crash.
Yeah,
Yes.
it was well, it's kind of sad, and also at the same time, you're happy no one got hurt. But boy, the pictures were incredible.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
It just hats off. Yeah, friend of Crash Hancock.
Okay.
Man, Hardik, it's great to see you here. Thank you for coming on that. And yeah, that would be really fun to someday look into something like that.
Yeah. We should. I mean, yeah, definitely see what the possibilities are.
Well, I think
later
if
down
we're
the
going to
road.
go south, we're going to go south. We'll go to Florida.
That's
Florida?
in Florida, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Well, no,
is it
it's in
South Ca-
South
that's in
Carolina.
South Carolina.
Okay, that's in South Carolina.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think that we have some places down there in Florida.
A lot of good places.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I want to live in
we'll take a
Florida.
look at
Like
it.
you know,
Do you really?
Just
What-
hop back and forth.
yeah, I was thinking about that. What if we did? What if we like lived up here
Yeah.
during the the good season,
Mhm.
and then we moved operation down there for a couple months, and then come back up here?
I think our wives would not approve.
My
Well, no-
wife. My wife would want.
No, my wife already said she would do it.
Should do it.
Yeah,
she'd do it.
She'd live there.
Well,
Would your wife? Your wife?
No,
wouldn't?
you know what you could do? You guys could go down, hold down the fort during the winter. We could visit you, and then come back because
I love it.
I have
You can come down too.
I have an unhealthy fascination and love for manufacturing. I just could not imagine being that far away from manufacturing,
Mm.
and I definitely know Jen wouldn't do it.
So we can get an operation going on down there though. So it'll be HQ South.
So we'd have Flight Test Midwest, Flight Test Ohio.
I'm talking
Flight
about
Test South.
yeah, but I'm talking say we should have an HQ down south.
Do like another destination location.
Yes. Yes. Another
Well,
Well,
you guys hear it, the kindling of something new.
Kindling.
You're talking about like ideas and everything. Why
Yeah,
not?
Yeah, I like it. I
Yeah.
like it.
Here's a question.
Mhm.
What are each of yours favorite flight test planes? We discussed Josh's last week or the week before.
We know Josh is always
that
going to be the
is his
Sportster.
Sportster. What about you, sir?
I'll give you one guess.
Does it start with a T?
It does. It is the Tudor.
Flight Test Tudor.
I love the Tudor.
Currently, my favorite airplane is probably. Oh, it's a tough one.
Well, hey, can I say number 2?
Yes.
My number 2,
Mhm.
the Versawing.
Oh,
Ooh,
nice.
Good choice.
Classic. Classy.
Yeah.
It's
Classic.
tied to a lot of fun memories too.
Oh,
yeah.
a lot of good memories.
I honestly love the Simple Scout.
Oh,
Big fan of Simple Scout.
Yeah. What about the XL?
Well, I don't think I've flown the XL yet.
I haven't either.
So
We'll fix that.
I'll have to check that out. Yes, thanks, sir.
Your-
But then
your
also-
son,
Your kids have flown the
yeah,
XL.
your son's
kids have flown more
flown
than
it.
I have. And then probably either tied for number 1 or second is actually the A10 that you made.
The big one in your office?
No.
Oh, the small. Okay.
The one, the
72 inch
the
one.
simple,
Oh,
the
okay.
simple one, if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
It flies so good.
Yeah, it's like a Cub, but looks like an A10.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
That's
exactly
awesome.
it. It flies it and it's got power for days. You can go anywhere you want. It's pretty cool.
Nice.
Probably my top two.
I love the. I've seen the Flurkinator pop up a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
And the
Yep.
Flurkin Maximus has popped up a couple times too.
Yes. Flurkus Maximus. Yes.
I
There's a lot of cool ones.
Yeah. I
Oh,
love it.
Ohio. There's another one. +1 for the Flurkin Maximus down all the way down. Steven.
Oh, right here.
Flurkin Maximus.
Was it Stefan or Yuli that, or maybe it was David Jester, or it was somebody brought up special release edition. Like, we're not going to probably kit a 22 sheet plane.
Right.
Do you follow me?
Oh,
But
yeah. No, we're not going to
Yeah.
get a 22 sheet plane.
They're like, what if you guys just make like a special edition, like around 20 of them?
I love the idea. It was not me.
No,
But can I mean, yes.
Yeah.
Can we do a special edition flyer or nutball
is that
first?
a special disc or is that a limited
I think
edition?
we need to put a permanent edition flyer.
Yes, we can do that. We can't say limited edition because then it would get mixed up with
With
the
the limited
limited series.
Right, but that's what it is. It'd be a limited edition, right? Because it's limited quantity.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
but it
Special edition release.
yeah, we'd have to call it something else.
limited release.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
I wanted to go into customer service mode.
Okay.
Andrew, I definitely want to help you out with
This
that and
guy?
stuff because the Flurkin should be a pretty good flying airplane. So let me know the characteristics. Support a flight test. Even if you have a video, we can help you. It could just be setup or it could be center of gravity.
Oh yeah,
But yeah, we want to help you, buddy, because it's a pretty ridiculous stable airplane.
yeah, and, it
And also,
soars
if there's
real well.
something we need to make better, we can certainly do that and make it more clear.
Yeah. Thanks for that.
Yeah.
That input.
Yes.
I mean, but yeah, like Josh said, the best way to go about that too, Andrew, is we thank you for saying something, but really, if you want to get it resolved, go to
Support.
go to support at flitetest.com
Yep.
and we can help you with that.
You got
Yes.
incredibly talented, knowledgeable people there.
Yes. Evan Lake, when are you guys going to be releasing the STEM Tiny Whoop? Look at this guy.
You mean this? You mean this little thing right here?
So at the very latest, early next week.
At the very latest.
Early next week, Monday.
Yeah. Oh no! Don't put a day on it.
Right.
It depends. Yeah, but
Okay.
it is. I think that we just got the T8 Lite controllers in
From Radio Master. Yeah.
from Radio Master, and the idea is that these are it's bind and fly. It's comes. You just have to bind these two together, and it's ready to rock and roll.
Yeah.
We've got an FPV system, a nice box goggle, and nice little setup.
It's pretty much it's RTF. You
Yeah.
just gotta
Ready
And
there you
to
go.
And if anybody thinks that this tiny whoop is like a token tiny whoop, like kind of like the Inductrix days, where it's like full throttle kind of starts creeping up and close throttle it drops out of the sky.
Nope.
These are saucy motors. I think they're special sauce motors, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, they got
Awesome sauce.
Awesome sauce. Thank you.
They're like the special ones.
They're awesome sauce.
sauce, I think,
Awesome
yeah.
sauces. Yeah.
The way I like to describe it is it's manageable power. You
Mhm.
have plenty of power
Mhm.
to race. You can go to events. You can have fun.
But-
But it's not uncontrollable.
Well, and this isn't made for like racing or anything like that. It actually has a throttle control on it.
Yeah, the profile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's made for the step.
Yep.
So the neat thing about that, and speaking of throttle control, is with an airplane and stuff, the throttle is not the big thing. It's the controls of bank, yaw, pitch, and all that you want to limit down. With quads, if you have crazy power and you're new, what you end up finding is you're just driving it into the ceiling, and it's just really
yeah.
hard to
Yeah.
Throttle
maneuver.
management.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what Wesley did was, I think Wesley and he flew worked with a couple other people, right?
Yeah.
I
Was
give
it,
shout outs.
I want to say it was Charlie. Was his name Charlie?
I don't remember.
I don't know. Wes, if you're listening, go ahead and throw it out
Charles
there.
or Chris or
Want to give credit
Mark.
where credit's
Yeah.
due for sure. But as a beginner, when you're in that mode, you're flying at dampened down rates, so you don't have it's not as touchy. It'll level for you,
Mhm.
and then also when you go full throttle, I'm gonna make up a number. It's like 75% of the power,
Mhm.
so it's much softer and easier to manage. And then as you get more advanced, you can take off the training wheels and
Right.
really go nuts. And
Yeah.
seeing what Wes did with going through the pod racers and racing around,
Oh yeah.
holy cow!
Oh, it's
So-
it's real.
Well,
Yeah.
something else that's real. Your skills, dude. I've
Mine.
been watching you
He's
fly the
getting better
quads.
and better.
He's getting better every time.
Oh yeah, but I have not flown this week.
And yeah, at least it's been about a week, right?
It has. I mean, I've just been crazy, or the weather is nuts.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to. I mean, it looks nice out right now. So
It was a
after,
beautiful day.
Right.
yeah, we got to go up.
So Stephen Roseman asked, will the stem tiny whoop be available without a transmitter? I want to use my TX16S.
Well, it will be. Yeah, absolutely.
So-
It will be. So it's intended for the STEM realm, but yes, we will have the kit, I guess you can say,
This kit will be available,
Yeah.
and then this will be an add-on
with the guy.
sitting there
Yeah,
with the goggles to,
Yep.
to place in there. So
yes.
but yeah, so it's gonna be great. And then Eco Racers asked, are you later going to add landing gears to the Flurkin?
Yeah, matter of fact, great question. So first of all, the monster size Flurkin, we can talk someday about making a kit, but the end goal is to make a twin boom variant that will go on the stock Flurkin. That if you want, you can either build a whole new Flurkin and then put that on its kit, kind of like the Versawing / blunt nose Versawing.
Mm-hmm.
But that is specifically designed to be able to have a tricycle landing gear. So underneath each boom, can I see the booms?
No, because his head is
Yeah, and I can't turn it either. It's too big. Yeah, there's see these booms right there. They go down to like a kind of like a weird triangle, and the flat spot is meant to have a landing gear on each boom, and then a little landing gear on the front. So it's real low to the ground. It'll be super stable. But on the flip side, you'll be able to take off and land with no problem. And with the two front motors, differential thrust will be super easy to turn it.
Boom.
So
It's gonna
yeah,
be awesome.
absolutely on the landing gear, and then also
it'll be booming.
it'll be booming. There's going to be one more version, and that'll finish off our Flurkin family. Will be the ATF Flurkin, alternate
Yes.
Flurkin, and that will be with pontoons underneath. So grass, water, snow.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
It's gonna
Awesome.
be grand.
So,
Yeah. Hey, go to Jeremiah McKinney. Nope, down underneath Ben there.
Yep.
Just so he's asking, would the FTCA be interested in releasing the giant Flurkin plans for purchase as like a special edition thing? I mean, that's going to be up to Josh, because at the end of the day, like this thing that's sitting back here, it's blown up to 225%, but it's not as if you just take the regular plans and blow them up and there it is. There's a lot of extra cuts. I mean, I'm seeing you out there with rulers making cuts and score lines and everything else. So
well, and one neat thing is everything I take when we take it to the laser,
Mhm.
we have the file. So
could this
this could
happen?
be absolutely, yeah. I mean,
Okay,
we'd
that
have
would
to
be-
talk to our awesome friend Dan.
We would have to, and it would be a little bit more than
Yeah,
$12.
yeah. And the other factor too is we'd need grace in the fact that it would be in the spirit of a limited series. You
Yeah.
have to have the mindset to.
Well, he's
not-
asking just for the plans being
Yeah.
on the FTCA.
Yeah, there wouldn't be a build video for sure.
Oh, yeah.
But end goal with this will be we'll take everything we've done on this and then we'll shrink it down. So the build video will give you 90%. The doublers and the
Of
weird stuff.
of those smaller one. Yeah.
yeah, and
That's awesome.
I just love the fact the community is like, we want to dream big, we want to do big. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
that is
Yeah.
one of the most rewarding parts about this content is the fact that it's not just like we're doing this in a vacuum.
Mhm.
You know, we know that something like a big 7-foot Flurkin could be a reality at a flying field at someone else's place, and they could build it and they could share that story and energy and just excitement.
Oh, and you know that Ben's gonna shove an EDF in this thing.
You could totally put two EDFs.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking a pulse jet. Wouldn't it be awesome to get an old school
Ooh.
pulse jet right on the top here?
That'd be sick.
Oh, that would
Yeah,
be.
give me
I'd
a
be
thumbs
down.
up for that, guys.
Thumbs up for that.
Do you know? Have you ever seen a pulse jet, by the way?
Yeah.
You know, the buzz bombs. That,
Mhm.
Oh my god, that'd be cool. A little deadly.
Going crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Addicted to outdoors, as I would
Yeah.
love to see you guys create an FT mini slow fly profile plane.
What? Okay, so explain to me what a slow
So,
fly profile.
Do you remember we're experimenting with Depron and EPP?
Mm-hmm.
Flat out, basically, profile plane is basically what we call flat outs. So
Oh, the
that's where-
flatliners.
Yeah, flatliners
Okay.
and stuff. So we've already named it, by the way, which is
Yeah.
awesome.
And we're exploring the Depron world and everything. So
Depron and EPP.
Yeah.
So the one neat thing with Depron is you have benefits that foam board can't provide, and with EPP you have benefits that neither foam board or Depron can provide. So
Yeah,
we'd really like to kind of fill all three of those out, especially with it getting harder and harder to get materials and all.
Mhm.
And they all have just an amazing, unique benefit. So my number one thing in my heart is to make sure people can build planes out of common, simple materials. But there are limits to everything.
Right,
And,
right.
you know, obviously we can do something this big though and get away with it. So
Correct. That's awesome.
yeah. I love it.
So my friend asks, what is the best drone for beginners?
Great question.
No, actually, you know, if he's talking drone, like so a quad, I would. So I'm just getting back into to this. I would say that the Guardian Gremlin, would be the best one because good news on that, we should have that hardware in next week so we can get the XP out. But I think the Guardian Gremlin is definitely a good platform. These are cool, and I think these are definitely good for indoors and everything. But you take these outside, and
you got to fly them in calm weather.
Yeah, very calm weather. I like me personally, just again getting back into it. I like the 5-inch quads, like our Versa, the Versa Racer.
Slim. Oh, the Versa Copter Racer.
The Versa Slim's not out. I would love. I mean, I would love to get that out for people. But the Versa Copter Racer is a real good one. And even if they want to do, we've got a few of those blur frames still in there.
Blurs are just fantastic kits and stuff fast. You just described a really good thing with planes and multi-rotors and what people call drones and quads. It really comes down to where are you flying?
Right.
What do you want to do? What is your end goal? Is it aerial photography? Is it chasing things? Is it, taking in the beauty? Is it racing? That really kind of decides where you go with things.
They haven't seen it that said that exact same thing, like almost word.
Oh my
for
golly!
word.
See, we're connected.
Yo, David. Hey, Mr. Messina.
I was reading it.
I'm just looking down, talking.
Like, he's not reading that. He's speaking from his own mind.
So I'm going to put on a friend on the field hat, and if someone, tonight we're going to be teaching people how to fly, and if someone came up and says, "I want to get into drones," I'd be asking these exact questions.
Right.
Where are you going to fly? What do you want to do? What's your end goal? One exceptional thing about Tiny Whoops is there is a huge community. Probably, I think the biggest community of little quad pilots is in Tiny Whoops. And the neat thing about starting with a Tiny Whoop is it's not like it's going to get old and then you'll put it away and not enjoy it. You're going to have that thing with you when you go to the field and you're hanging out in the pavilion and you're talking in the evening. You can pull that out and you can go under picnic tables and you can just make the world your oyster. You can just explore. That's what's really special. The Guardian is one step up because you can enjoy outside, and the flight time is 2 to 3 times longer. Right. And that's when you can explore again, but you don't get the easy experience inside. You'd be bumping into a lot of stuff.
Unless you're your son that can rip it up in a small area.
Or Wesley.
Or Wes.
No, I would agree with that, Josh. That like if they've never flown once in their life and they're looking to get set up with throttle management, I'd probably steer them this way versus the Gremlin at first.
I would disagree.
Just because,
I would disagree that this one, I think it's harder to fly a Whoop than it is the Gremlin.
Well, you can disagree with me.
I'm just telling you. I think that we should have some people like, hey, Wesley, you need to.
He's going to say time.
Well,
no, I guarantee you, he'll tell you that this was harder.
Okay.
Well, I think it's twofold because here's the barrier is I think the Guardian, because it's a little bit more weighted, you have the benefits of longer flight time, but it's a more weighted flight, which means you're not kind of flying all over. But this one, you don't have to go to your computer. I think that's one.
The simplicity. But I mean, if we're talking just flying, if it was the setup and everything, 100% agree with Stephen.
Yeah,
this is
top to bottom, left
definitely
to right.
Yeah, this is definitely easier.
It's like plug it in, bind it, go fly.
Totally.
Yeah.
But if we're just talking just flying, I like the a little bit bigger, more stable.
Yes.
Hey, Lincoln Claire has a question that
I just wanted to share that really quick.
Hey, Eddie, you need to get back to work, buddy. This is a question for you, Stefan. So he wanted to contact my business name on a plane, promotion purposes, blah, 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 blah. The one you want to contact is Stefan for that. And just go through support@flitetest.com and just
That's a
tag
really
him.
cool thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's also looking. I'm surprised by the musicians who also do this as a limited production, etc. So Lincoln Clar, I'm guessing. Shoot me an email, Stefan@flitetest.com, and we can discuss what that might look like for sure. Also, on that same note, shameless plug, as we talked about earlier, Flite Fest is coming up. I know there's a lot of people that are hopefully going to be there that are on this, and some that we're not going to be able to come out, obviously. But if you have a business or you are part of the Flite community and you want to be a sponsor of the event, shoot me an email at stephen@flitetest.com, and we'd love to get you guys set up, and I can share what those opportunities are. But yeah, we're looking forward to an awesome event this year and awesome partners, and already having lots of good discussions. And so, yeah, if you want to do that, shoot me an email and we'll get you on the list.
Ben Harbor says he's so excited for Flite Fest. Barber,
We're excited to see you, buddy.
Hey Ben, did you see this big Flurkin? It's just begging for an EDF.
Those would take 120s, 120s all day long.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, good stuff. I love what Steven Rosema said. He says, just buy both. That is the nature of the hobby. You will not like start in one aspect of the hobby
and just stay there.
You will grow and grow and grow. And then eventually what happens is like 6 months down the line, you pull out that old plane again, or you pull out that old multi-rotor, and it's like, why did I ever stop flying this?
Yeah.
And the hobby in general is like that. We have people that are flying fixed wing that started off in multi-rotor. We have people that started off in multi-rotor that are now fixed wing, and it goes every which direction and stuff. And then eventually they come right back around.
I mean, you look at someone like Wes, right?
Yeah.
The guy mainly flies tiny whoops, like in terms of his like active hobby representation, but
no, he flies bigger.
I mean, in terms of like racing. And
I don't know.
like,
I'm just trying to disagree with you.
Stuff. Yeah, I know you. But like he's got. I mean, you go walk into his office. He's got a Cinewhoop type of scenario. He's got a 3, 4, 5, 6 inch quad, whatever it is. He flies wings. You know what I mean? Like we had a Widgeon. I don't know if he still has it. We crashed it. I can't remember. But like he's all about everything. So he's like the staple project poster child right there for the hobby, which is pretty cool.
Around.
Yes,
just goes hard. I have bad ideas brewing. Oh, wait, not that one. This
Wings Over Edgewater, brother, is Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and Memorial Day weekend.
So a week from this Saturday.
A week from this Saturday. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's gonna be sweet.
It's gonna be awesome. I know that Jason has put a lot of time and effort into it. So.
Hats off. And by the way, Jason, if you are listening,
happy birthday.
Happy birthday, brother.
buddy.
Yeah.
Jason McQuiston winning.
The shop is very quiet over there without Jason and his dad.
Yes.
They're both out enjoying their birthday. So Jason just called me out. He heard me open up Mountain Dew or Red Bull. Today it is Red Bull. I have not touched Mountain Dew.
No, he says Mountain Dew to Red Bull.
Red
so
Bull.
When you used to do Mountain Dew every single day.
Yeah, I'm tired. So I haven't touched Mountain Dew in years now. But this is desperate times call for desperate measures.
Okay, go up there to the Mavic.
Yeah.
No. Evan Lake.
Yeah.
So this is a good question because I think that I'll just say it this way: like people think that Mavics get special treatment when it comes to flying. When we are flying at Flite Fest, all the rules apply. You can't fly over people, and it doesn't matter if you have a Mavic or not. I know they're stable and all this other stuff, and people want to get really good view or shots and views and stuff like that. But we have to keep in mind that all rules apply. You can come and you can bring it, but any FPV equipment or anything like that is going to be regulated this year by the FPV Freedom Coalition so that we can have fun.
Well, and on a good note, it's going to make it the best experience in FPV we've ever had because it won't just be racing. It won't just be, you can go up. There'll be packaged experience. People either be able to learn around, experience themselves. So yeah, when you do come out and bring the Mavic, go up to where the FPVFC guys will be there, and then they'll help coach you through the etiquette and the processes to make sure you can have a good experience, but also everything is safe and good. Yeah.
I mean, because that system there, I mean, it's not going to do a whole lot of interrupting, right? I mean,
DJI systems are noisy.
But I mean, so it would cause.
They just got to get it in the right channel, and all that good stuff.
Yeah, so we still need to make sure that we're all.
Do they run on 2.4?
Oh my golly, there is. I think it's a depending on what DJI is. I think it's like a dual band thing where you can put it in to
2.4 or 5.8
or both. It'll have like a back channel or something.
Okay.
Forgive me if I'm
Wes.
But well, do you guys remember when we did the Monster A10? We just got I think it was a DJI 2, and we had that set up. Well, we didn't realize we had the other feature with a more reliable video link. The second we took off, my video was gone. straight up gone. And that's when I put it into the tops of the trees and we destroyed the first
The
A10.
tops of the trees.
And that was our fault because we had that feature turned on.
Yeah, I remember that.
And when we turned it off, it was fine. But
it was crazy. That was a crazy day. When watching it go through the tree and exploding into the ground, it was made for good content, I will say.
God has a sense of humor because those times where things are so rough and so down are always rewarded with these amazing memories. And I'm 110% confident if we would have done it that night, that would not have been as special as that crazy morning where we roll in and we had to make it happen. The sun was rising. We, another 20 minutes, it would have been too bright for the lights. It wouldn't have been looking right.
Yeah.
And it all worked out. So
really well.
I got to always remind myself, like when sometimes doors shut, there's a purpose for it.
Oh yeah.
And it's a good purpose.
Yeah, it's pretty nifty.
Nifty.
Young.
Hey, Adam Drain asked a question up there.
Hey, Adam.
Yeah, I gotta find him. There he is.
Mm-hmm.
There he is. Can I get a selfie with the B-17 at Edgewater? Sure, Adam.
We'd be offended if you didn't, brother.
Of course,
I want a
buddy.
selfie with you, my friend. I hope you and the family are doing good. Can't wait to see you guys.
Yes,
Oh,
indeed.
and just so you guys know, for safety reasons too, we have flown the B-17.
Yes.
It's going into paint. It's going to be awesome. We are going to be doing the laser tag experience. Our plan is now at Flite Test.
Yeah.
Not at Wings Over Edgewater.
Correct.
Because could we fly there? Yes. Would it be, I think, too sketchy? Absolutely. So we're not going to bring it to Edgewater until we can fly the thing with our eyes shut and everything.
Well, it's at Edgewater.
Yeah. Well, we're not going to fly it at Edgewater.
Yeah. But if Adam Drain comes on, we can wheel it out and he can get it.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
No doubt on Wings Over Edgewater.
Yeah.
Oh my golly. This is why I'm drinking Red Bull.
Yeah.
No doubt we'll have it out on display along with the Meglacy. I have full intention of flying the Meglacy for sure at Wings Over Edgewater. So
Yeah, that'd be
nice.
and it's American flag, so it fits.
It does. It does.
It's awesome. So we get this comment probably I don't know once or twice a month here, from different people, maybe more than that actually. You should comment on painting foam board. I heard that you can paint the foam board with oil-based poly prior to painting in order to waterproof it. Is that accurate?
Why are you looking at me?
Oh, I don't know.
So
you're the foam board king.
We have different brands of foam board. If you're talking about Adam's Ready board or what they call Dollar Tree foam board, basically you can darn near paint that with any paint. The oil base will make it more waterproof, but it'll also add a lot of weight. Here's the downside: is if you get too wet too quickly, it will delaminate from the foam core. So the facing paper will remove itself. So that's a difficult thing to manage. So keep that in mind. If you're doing anything with oil base and stuff, just take a couple sheets of a scrap and then try seeing how heavy it is. Now, what you can do is you can do oil-based Minwax, and we have a video of you type in waterproofing foam planes, and you just take this oil-based Minwax and you brush it on. It doesn't lift up. It penetrates between the facing paper and the foam and locks it together, and then you can paint it, and it'll last forever.
Long time.
Pointers.
Yeah.
This guy's full of them.
Selfless plug, but that is one of the biggest reasons we put so much work into the Flite Test foam with the brown facing paper. It has a poly. The facing paper's I won't say impregnated. What is it called? Penetrated with like a plasticky film. Special sauce. Yeah, and it's amazing. But also, you can run that paint until it runs off and it will not lift from it because it won't go down and attack between the facing paper and the foam. So if you have access to the Flite Test foam, you'll put a lot less work and also, more importantly, a lot less weight into your airplane. And,
nice.
A common thing when we do tech support, and this is for anyone painting their airplanes, they do a beautiful job, very heavy paint job. But keep in mind, when you put a lot of paint on your airplane, the tail, even though there's not much surface area there, oftentimes when you do a major paint job on your plane, you'll end up with a tail heavy airplane. So if you're flying it beforehand and then you painted it and then you fly it again with the CG or the battery placed in the same spot, it's going to be like, why is my plane not flying good? Keep in mind, you're going to have to rebalance your plane. And oftentimes you may either have to move your battery all the way forward or you put a bigger battery in, something like that.
Okay.
So a little bit of weight back on the tail. And this goes for general aviation too. A little bit of paint here and there can make a plane
Can add up.
Yeah. And I've seen it so many times on Thursday nights when people come with a beautiful work of art plane and like, this plane is garbage. I hate it. And it's like, wow, that's a lot of paint. And we basically just put a huge amount of weight through a battery on the front and it flies like a dream. And there's your
A
tip for the
dream.
day.
Nice.
I have a dream.
Hey, can you go up? There was a Flight Fest question. Oh, right there, welder chimp.
There is.
Yeah, he asked, how full do you think camping will be at Flite Fest? So we have an awesome. I mean, we've been blessed with an awesome setup down there.
Mhm.
And as far as camping itself, I don't think that we'll run out.
Yeah.
We've got literally a quarter of a mile. We measured it, a quarter of a mile on the one side for camping length by probably 8 to 10 rows. And then on the opposite side of the runway, we've got about 800 or so feet, same depth. So we've got, I mean, camping is going to be plenty. And then if we run out there, we've got overflow. So I don't think that we'll run out. If we do, that it's going to make for an awesome,
It'll be incredible.
awesome time.
Our goal is to run out.
And then
make
overflow here.
Overflow here. Yeah. I just want to see a shuttle bus going back and forth between the two locations. Big ask. I know obviously we're a month away. Anyone that hasn't registered and signed up for Flite Fest, the earlier you do it, the more it helps us prepare. So
for sure.
If you know you're coming and you're waiting for the last minute, if you can register early on, that really, really helps us out just to make sure we prepare properly, from porta johns to volunteers to
T-shirts. That's what we were figuring out today. And yeah.
So I know that's a big ask, especially in this time in gas prices, and we completely sympathize. But if you know you're going, boy, it'd be awesome if you can get those tickets. Is there any perks or early birds, or is the early bird gone?
Early bird's already gone.
Is it gone?
May, I think it ended May 31st or May 1st.
May 1st.
Gotcha.
May 1st.
Yeah.
Good to know. I saw a comment earlier, and I didn't miss it, but it made my heart real happy. It was way in the early.
Okay.
The gentleman said he didn't know who was more excited, him or his 11-year-old
Oh,
son.
yeah, I saw that.
David and I were just talking about this before the podcast. A lot of times we don't get to meet everybody because some people are like, oh, I didn't want to come and bother you. We're here to meet you guys.
Yeah.
We're here to just connect, hear your memories, talk with you. Please don't ever hesitate. And to that father and son, I really want to see you guys. So please make sure you come up and say hi to all of us. We really want to see you. We do run around like chickens with our heads cut off, but that doesn't mean that we don't want to enjoy some time with you. So
absolutely.
Please come up. I know perception wise, it probably looks like we shouldn't be bothering them, but that's not the case. It's
not the case at all. And I would go one step further. When you come up and talk to any of us, Josh included, get a selfie. And I'm 100% serious. Like, get a selfie with us, and then send it back to us, because we do meet, a ton of people, and it would be nice to, when we see either names coming up here or we get things coming in, we can put a face with a name and remember that.
And you named a huge thing so many people do for us is, hey, last time we talked about this.
Yeah.
I can't remember every name, but when you tell a story, it's something. I think it's stored in not your brain but your heart.
Yeah.
And also with these young men and women, when you meet them and then a year goes by, like, I still look the same. I'm still chubby and weird. But these kids go from like a foot lower to a foot taller, and then suddenly their voice goes deep, and mustaches pop out, and I love that. And those selfies are really cool because you get to see that history. So we're a family, guys, and we want to connect with you as a family.
Oh yeah.
So please, when you come to these events, I hope you do it not only with us, but with just the community in general. Your what do they call them? Neighbors. When you go into the build tent, you have your neighbor. Build neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's just so cool.
Build neighbors. Hey, Jason was asking, can we fly at Edgewater the day before / after Flite Fest? I only get down once a year. I believe
Edgewater's pretty much open.
Yeah,
so,
it's pretty much open all year long,
absolutely.
so.
Yeah, as long as all the safety rules and everything.
Sign the waiver, do all that good stuff.
Absolutely.
And matter of fact, I think it was last year we had a lot of people that came in and paid for camping here before they were able to go over to Flite Fest.
Yeah, because that's because we didn't let them in over there yet. I mean, because it gets hard when we're trying to set up and there's people already there. So if people want to come in early, you can come here and pay for a night of camping here, and then.
And the nice part about that stationing here is, even if you were able to somehow squeak into Flite Fest early, there's no flying up until a certain point. The coverage that we have for insurance and everything does not allow the event flying to start until a very specific time. And I think, isn't that like...
Well, last year that we couldn't fly on Wednesday.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to see if we can extend it to, maybe Wednesday night.
Yeah.
We'll see. That's all. It depends on what the coverage is going to be.
But if you station here, it is primitive, but you'll be able to fly
all night. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you just come over on Wednesday, set up, and then fly Thursday morning. Here's a question. Road Turismo, Freedom of Flight. Hey, guys, I'm missing out on the amazing FT Flurkin here in the Netherlands. Sorry, bro. You guys know any EU web shop resellers? Hobby shops are a rarity here, etc. We don't have any current European
Aren't we
Union.
working on something with
We're,
EU?
Yeah, we're working on
Yeah.
things, but I mean, just like it
difficult.
seems like it's a slow go. And
Yeah.
I guess that some of our people we're working with that are probably listening to us now know that it or could probably be thinking about how long it's taken. But it seems like we're trudging through mud in some areas to
Yeah.
get things off the ground, but we're trying.
Yeah,
We
things
are
are
working
moving
towards it.
forward.
Yeah, we're working forward, and there is a new Flite Test Fans Facebook page. It's Flite Test Fans UK.
Flight
That-
Test Fans UK.
Yeah, that Chris Ray he started, and he's trying to get a little bit
Love
more
it.
buzz going on over there. So
Love it. And if you don't mind scratch building, you can join the FTCA,
Mhm.
and the plans are available there.
Yeah.
You can support us and download them at the same time and
yeah.
build it. I think the Flurkin, it's not afraid of weight, so you would have. I think they have heavier foam down there if you can't get access to our Flite Test foam. But you have the ability to put enough nose weight in there where you can make it work.
Yeah,
So
makes sense.
that is a heavier airplane would just fly faster and cooler.
Yep. Chad Holzer says Flight Fest is going to be tough this year coming from California. Totally get it.
Yeah.
Understand fuel prices. Fun stopper. That's true.
Right. For sure.
Simon and Josh, my son Blake says hi. Hey, Blake. What's up, buddy?
Hi, Blake.
He really wants to come back. Well, we hope sometime in the near future, even if it's not this year, hopefully you guys can come back and hang out and enjoy time. We'd love to see you again and get to hang out and fly together.
Well, I don't want to hang out with him because he didn't say hi to me. He only said hi to you two.
That's because
Hey, Blake.
everybody knows
Yeah, please
that
tell
you
him hi
don't
for
fit
us.
in.
I don't fit in. That's why I'm the
misfit.
misfit.
It is.
That's
and,
all right.
And it is a crazy thing just to see gas prices and stuff.
Oh man,
Crazy.
So, no, for everyone that does make it to Flight Fest, and even people are supporting us through the store and everything,
Mhm.
we know that's not a light decision. We know that you guys have to make sacrifices and stuff, and just know how much we appreciate your support, whether it's the events
Yeah.
or the store, and we don't take that for granted.
Yeah, thanks so much.
For sure.
Spawns is in. Holy mega Flurkin, Batman.
Mega
Hey,
Flerken.
Dan, if you just popped in, they're asking about could there be mega Flurkin plans
Yes,
on the FTCA site. Are you up for it, brother?
let us know.
Oh, you're putting him on the spot.
I know. Well,
Speak it-
you know,
speak it
that's
into
what we do
into
here.
existence.
So the other funny thing about that is you wouldn't want to do it on 8.5 by 11. You want to do it like where you go to Kinko's and print the thing out, because it would be. You can just imagine how many
Mhm.
sheets of paper that would be.
Yeah.
It'd be ton. Hey, go up there to Jason. Jason, you know what I like about Jason is he always has he kind of, I don't want to say pokes the bear, but he's not afraid to ask good questions and say in a respectful way, and we appreciate that, Jason.
Yeah.
But with shipping what it is and no plans available anymore, seems a good step would be to open a European production facility for Flight Test. I agree.
Yeah. That's the plan.
Yep, that's the plan. We would love to do that around the world,
Yeah.
and we're working
And-
to figure out how to do that.
Your insight is spot on. The only
I love it.
correction is I just want to make sure people know our plans for the 70 plus previous designs are still
Yeah.
available for
Mhm.
free,
Mm-hmm.
and the ones of the new designs are coming out slowly. And when I'm saying that, it's the ones I designed, not the Master Series.
Yeah,
Right.
those started in November.
Yeah,
right. Something
yeah,
like that.
so-
The plans that started in November of last year, and moving forward.
Yeah, I
Is that
think
right?
the first one was the Waco.
Waco.
I think the
and
first one was
and
the
then
Waco,
tutor and that
then
kind
the
of stuff.
tutor, and
Yeah. And
yeah,
the simple stick is the welcome
yeah.
download.
Yeah,
So
yeah. So
Yep.
yep, just the ones from 2020 one and at the end of 21 and beyond.
Yeah.
The rest are free.
Oh, don't
Sorry.
go there. Hey,
Here's a good note. I think some FT stuff is on Intermodal here in France, which I'll have to check into that because I know we do not have a French retailer that I'm aware of.
No.
So
maybe it came from like the New Jersey.
yeah, it could be on
Perkins.
Linda George. Yeah, it could be.
Nice.
So we'll have to check into that. Thanks, Archie, for making us aware. Appreciate it, bud.
Hey, can I make just a comment off topic here about this transmitter?
That's not off topic. It's here.
I know, but
You're golden.
I'm sitting here playing with the
Yeah.
stick. For being a quote unquote budget transmitter.
Called that, yeah.
Yeah, I mean these gimbals feel nice.
It's not bad, and I like the fact that you can extend the sticks as far as you can.
Yeah, he
because-
extended him already.
Yeah, well, I put them back down.
Oh, did you?
Oh,
Well, I'm just messing around with them. So
Yeah. Well, that's good. It's the fact that you like it even down
Yeah.
short is.
yeah, I'm just they don't feel sloppy like
No.
like a toy grade.
No.
So
It would be an amazing thing to be able to find a way. The trim is the only thing that's lacking on that really bothers me. Because if we had trim,
Mhm.
we could pretty much find a way to get that like with an Aura and have a complete solution. So,
And there's no plug-in option or anything like that to make that a reality, right?
well,
Besides the back module that plugs
that
in with the
plugs up.
screen.
Yeah.
There's nothing else, right?
So I'm talking with Flex, and Joe has just been incredible. But we're going to try to make it where you say, when you hold the plane level, you could flip a certain switch, and it would lock those trims in for you.
Oh, that'd
You follow me? And is there any 3 positions?
Yeah,
on
there's
that?
2 3 position and
Yeah.
2 2 position.
So a momentary would be the best, because if you could hold the momentary for a certain amount of time, release it.
Mhm.
That way the Aura would know that there's no mistake. But we are trying to find a creative way.
Sick.
We were
Yeah.
working with Cassie and Courtney from the EAA last week, and that is one thing I realized I am really terrible with teaching people is how to trim out a poorly trimmed plane. We did a video on it and everything, but like actively training somebody, I'm weak. So I'm sorry about that, but I think it'd be really cool just to hold the plane, get it level, and then flip a switch, flip it off, and then
Yeah.
Trims it out.
locks it in.
I like it.
I like that a lot, Jay Bixler.
Thank you.
And if anybody
Well
can do it, it'd be our guys at Flex,
Oh
right?
man, Joe and Kike and
Yeah.
I'm forgetting all their names. They're all incredible. We love them.
Wow.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, that's just how we roll here in the Shire. We get things
Yeah.
done.
So hey, it's
We're
coming-
at 46 minutes. That
Dang.
went by very quickly.
wow.
Last thing I want to unpack, should we kind of let them know what's going on with the Power Pack FSE, or should we save that for next week?
Let's save that for next
Let's
week.
save it.
Tune in next week. Man.
And
For
also,
sure, I'll be down to
Spawn
make
said-
Monster, Mega, Flurkin, XL
You heard it here.
plans.
Yeah, actually, you heard it here first.
Yeah, but we can't call it XL plans though, because aren't the XL like going to be a certain size or?
Good question. It does run off. If it flies off the XL motors, it could technically be
Okay.
an XL plane.
That's
I love
true.
it.
That's
Yeah,
a fair
it's true.
point.
Typically, the XLs are like 150, 155%.
Right.
And maybe, I mean, I don't mind, don't love it. It is what it is. But Mega could be a format.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
plans, Mega plans.
I would say this definitely qualifies more of a monster.
Yeah, Mega
I think,
Monster.
I think
realm.
Monster Flurkin and probably
Monster
because the
Flurkin.
monsters are 185 and up.
Call it the Merkin.
The Merkin.
All right. On that note.
On that note.
Oh yeah, we
guys,
got
thanks
we
so
got to
much.
get rolling
Thanks so
here.
much for hanging out, and we will we'll be catching up with you guys next Thursday. Make sure if you have friends that did not get to come listen, my man Lee here will be uploading this podcast to the downloadables option,
Yep.
iTunes, etc., all the different platforms. So
Oh yeah.
go download it, listen to it, share it, all that good jazz. We will see you guys on the Flippity Flap.
Love
Oh,
you.
yeah. See ya.
Cheers, guys.